All right, let's take a look at the one of the playground models that I've got in here, this AUS200 ASX session trend probability engine. Okay, so essentially what this model is, you know, that 10:15 on the AUS200, that 10:15, 11 a.m. are kind of my two major checkpoints. Okay, I don't want to be sitting at the desk too far past 11 o'clock. You know, I like to have the rest of the day to do my own thing. So this was essentially where this model was born out of, that I want it really clear what direction the market is going, okay, and what direction that I want to be, which side of the market do I want to be on. It sounds very, very obvious looking at this today, because obviously we've rallied 28 points to highs directly from open, and then that first 15-minute move is up significantly at 19 points. So for me, going back a step, what's behind this is essentially every trend day higher and lower, points to high, points to low, first 15-minute move, first hour move. And what this does is essentially crunch the numbers and just go, okay, based on all of those trend moves in the past, what does today most look like? Okay, what does it represent? So you can see first 15-minute move here, 6.6 times more likely on rally days, that first 15-minute move. So 97th percentile of fall. So if it's going to be a fall, if we're going to finish significantly lower today, it'll be in the bottom 3% of times that have done that. So unlikely is what this is essentially saying. 11 a.m. it'll update again. The other thing that it does track as well is that time of day high and low, because again, rallies, 80% of the time see that their day low is in that first 15 minutes, and then vice versa. So this kind of takes that into account as well. If the day low breaks down 10:30, 10:45, you would have seen this figure really come back a lot, because generally you don't see lows in that second half of an hour on for the rest of the day if it's going to be a significant rally. So as I said, today, pretty obvious that if it's going to be a trend day, it's going to finish higher. Where this does get interesting is days that aren't so obvious. Okay, so we'll switch into manual mode here and we'll go, say it's, I don't know, we've gone 17 points to day high, 25 points to day low, and the first 15-minute move was -6, first hour move -6. Okay, so this is where it's inconclusive obviously here. Let's just play around with this, but say it was falling, say we've had a rally. I'm just trying to explain what the inputs I put here. Say we've had a rally today high early, but then it's come back and is breaching lows heading into that 11 o'clock. Well, this just really cements in my brain that I don't want to be trading long, because based on the price action the first hour, it's 97% probability that it's going to be a bearish trend if the day is going to be a trend day. So hopefully that just gives a little bit of focus and discipline. Again, this is just how I'm personally as a trader looking at days that I want to take advantage of those big trend days. If you're a scalper, you can probably throw this model out the window, but yeah, I find it very, very useful.